Now, the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Singapore has described Pope Francis as a champion of unity and hope, and not just for Catholics, but for the world, especially the weak, the marginalised and the poor. The Pope made a 3-day state visit to Singapore last September. And the Archdiocese notes that his constant call for inclusivity gave the world a church that welcomed all. It says Pope Francis was also an advocate for the environment, and that when he met youths from different faiths, he emphasized dialogue and understanding between religious communities. Singapore's leaders have paid tribute to Pope Francis. President Tharman Shanmugaratnam says the world has lost a voice for the poor and those in dire straits, a voice for peace in a world of wars, and a voice to address climate change. Above all, he says they have lost a voice of hope and unity. Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says when the Pope visited, he brought an uplifting message of compassion and inclusivity that resonated with many Singaporeans. He leaves behind a lasting and strong legacy that will be remembered for years to come. Senior Minister Lee Hsien Loong notes that throughout his papacy, Pope Francis showed himself to be a progressive on many social issues. The Holy See engaged representatives of other religions and pushed consistently for inter-religious dialogue. Foreign Affairs Minister Vivian Balakrishnan says a shining sign of hope has departed but left inedible memories for everyone who has met him or listened to him. Dr. Balakrishnan adds that his trip to Singapore has become all the more poignant. Risha Matthew has more.
Crowds braving the hot sun soon after Pope Francis touched down. Shortly after, a storm as he approached his place of residence. Thousands gathered at various points of his journey to welcome the Pope when he arrived. For one family, they recall the up-close chanced encounter with the Holy See when he waved them over from his car.
I also felt very blessed that he blessed us, and that is like an extraordinary experience for me.
And he gifted them with a rosary each. I really feel it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it's not something that may happen again in the near future. So it's really something for them to remember for the rest of their lives, and also for them to share with their own children in the future as well.
At the interfaith dialogue with youths at Catholic Junior College, one of the Pope's key message was for them to be courageous and to take risks. Those in attendance remember the impact Pope Francis had made.
The Pope has not only touched the Catholics, but has touched everyone's hearts. I think he had the most open outlook of all. It didn't really matter whether the other person was a Catholic or the same race as he was. He was very inviting to speak, to have a conversation, to share and hear other people's, thoughts and opinions.
A leader such as him, to be able to speak so humbly and on the level of our students, to be able to connect with them, to resonate with them, despite coming from a different country. Not everyone is Christian or Catholic. And for him to be able to have that connection, I think spoke to his character, spoke to his love for all humanity, and perhaps a special place in his heart for the youth of the world.
The Pope also held a mass at the National Stadium. He also visited the elderly who weren't able to attend and held one for them at their residence instead.